Hello friends, welcome to our channel Sukoon FM English. We are here to listen episode number 38. Secret son-in-law story is very nice story. If you enjoy the story, please like the story and share the story. And please do a valuable comment in the comment section. Let's begin the story episode number 38. Sheena tells Summer all the rules of the game and Summer smiled proudly and said confidently, "Okay, I will play with you a little, but my nickname is 7 times one night. I never lose." The two princesses, Sheena and Rohi, both rolled their eyes. Sheena placed the die in the bowl, shook it was a few times and asked, "Big or small?" "Small." Summer moved a little and looked at the die in a bowl. Sheena's eyelids fluttered. She opened the lid up and sure enough, it was small. A spark of surprise flashed in her eyes. Sheena muttered to herself, "This handsome man was very lucky. He guessed right in the first time." But the loser must be ready to accept defeat. She took a bottle of beer and finished the bottle quickly. All the host of this club can drink a lot. She put the dice in the bowl and started shaking it again, and Summer asked, "Handsome, now tell me, it's a big number or a small one?" Summer smiled again and said, "It is still a small number." The girl looked at the number slowly. It was a 2. She was shocked again. She said in shock, "You are right again. This time also I lost." Saying this, she picked up another bottles of beer and finished it quickly. She rolled the dice again and said, "Handsome, now tell me, it's a big number or small number?" Summer smiled again and said, "It's a big number this time." Shania removed the lid again and showed that the number on the dice was 5. She was shocked again. She cursed Summer in her mind and said, "Fuck you. I don't want to play. I think you are the god of gambling. How can be the right every time?" Summer had already guessed correctly several times in a row, due to which he had already drank several bottles of beer, so he was not feeling well. When Ruhi was that Sheena had drunk a lot, she stopped Sheena and said, "Sheena, let me continue now." Saying this, she took the dice from Sheena's hand and started playing with Summer. 10 minutes later, Ruhi was also stunned. Summer was always guessing the dice correctly. He had not made a single mistake. Rohi had also drunk too much beer like Sheena's, and she was also very drunk now. Both Sheena and Rohi looked at Summer angrily. They had initially planned to get Summer drunk, but they ended up getting drunk. How embarrassing. When Prachi showed that both the boat host had lost, she too got interested in the game and started playing with Summer. No doubt. She too faced a crushing defeat. After drinking a few bottles of beer, she refused to play with Summer too. Rohan did not believe it and decided to play the game with Summer too. So he softly said, "Summer bro, I also want to play dice with you." On hearing this, Summer smiled and said, "What the big deal is this? You too tried it." Saying this, he started playing with Rohan too, but Summer defeated him too badly. Summer was like a gambling god and he defeated everyone present in the room. After enjoying for an hour, Summer, Rohan, and Prachi came out of the Silver Diamond, and Prachi and Rohan were very drunk. But looking at Summer, no one could tell that he had taken even a single sip of alcohol. Prachi looked at Summer with blurry eyes. There was a strange sparkle in Summer's eyes. Prachi smiled slightly and said, "Thank you. Today was the best and happiest day of my life." Summer held Prachi and smiled a little. She was swingingly badly intoxicated. Summer had come to know that Prachi had something in her heart and she wanted to express her feeling today. When Rohan saw the intimate act, he turned her head away sadly. He was alone, not getting love from anyone hurt him a lot. Summer and Prachi had just walked about 50 meters when a group of goons stopped them. The goons had died there and were carrying sticks in their hands. They looked like a dangerous gang. Their leader was an old man who was tall and well built. He was at least more than 6 feet tall and was muscular and full of strength. His name was the Baktawar, who was the leader of the gang. When Prachi saw the goons, she became quiet, her innocent face filled with fear. She knew that these goons were bad and often did bad things. Baktawar waved his hand and singulated Prachi to move aside, saying, Beauty, you have no business here. Move aside. Someone has paid us to break Summer's legs. They had come to teach Summers a lesson. Prachi was smart. She immediately understood that these goons must have been sent by Pranav. So he asked these goons, Has Pranav sent you guys here? He is the one who paid you guys to break Summer's legs, right? After all, Pranav was fired from Agarwal Industries because of Summer. Pranav was a very mean person and Prachi knew very well that he would definitely take revenge. Bakhtar replied to Prachi, Absolutely. Those who upset Pranav will have to pay for it. He smiled coldly and accepted that Pranav had sent them. Prachi eyelids fluttered. Her innocent eyes were full of embarrassment. She looked at Summer and said, Summer, I'm sorry. I have put you in a trouble. Run fast. She knew that Pranav had hired a contract killer to kill Summer and all this happened because of him. She pushed Summer and wanted him to run away, but Summer did not agree. Summer patted Prachi on the shoulder and looked at her with a consoling look and said, Prachi, don't worry. There are a bunch of weak peoples. They can't do anything to me. When Bakhtaur heard Summer calling his weak, his face turned sad and he walked towards Summer in anger. He said, Hey, you are very arrogant. I have come to teach you a lesson. He walked towards Summer. When Bakhtaur came closer and saw Summer's face, he screamed in fear. Oh my god, is it you? Since it was night, the light was dim. He was very far away and so he did not been able to see Summer's face yet. Now that he was close, Bakhtavar could finally see Summer's face. His face immediately turned pale and he started shaking with fear. The young man standing in front of him was the same person who had broken his hand at their hideout. When he thought of the terrible memories of Summer, he became nervous with fear. He was very afraid of this man who could defeat dozens of gang members in a minute. Bakhtaur immediately apologized to him, saying, Big, big brother, please forgive me. I did not know it was you. Bakhtawar's face was terrified and his whole body was trembling. Summer said in a cold voice, with his hands behind, Bakhtawar, how you come again? Friend, do you want to die? Bakhtawar bowed his head and said, Big brother, I made a mistake. Please don't kill me. Let me go. He was pleading badly. He knew that if Summer got then a little angry, his head could be cut off. Frowning his eyebrows, Summer directly asked, Tell me, where is the Pranav? Now what will do, Bakhtawar? Can he came with the bug tower and pronounce in front of Summer? What will do Summer in the next? Let's see in the next episode. And stay tuned with Sukoon FM English. If you enjoy the story, please like the story, share the story, and comment on the story.